I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a 1 inch by 1 inch grid. You're going to be needing a ruler, a pencil, an eraser, and then whatever you're trying to grid. So in this case, I'm gridding this picture of Clifford. So I'm going to start with my ruler at the top, and I want to make sure that the inches are at the top. So this side's centimeters with the little numbers. We want the side with the inches. So I'm just going to line my ruler up at the top. I'm going to start where the ruler starts, and I'm going to be using a Sharpie to show you guys how to do this. So every time I see an inch, I'm going to put a little dash, and that helps me indicate that that's an inch of space. So now that I've done this to the top, I'm going to do the same exact thing to the bottom. Normally you guys should do this in pencil. I'm just doing Sharpie so you can see. Now that I have my marks at the top and the bottom, I'm going to take my ruler and connect the dots. So that's why I have you do marks at the top and the bottom, so you get a nice straight line. And we're going to draw this line through to the edge of the page. Okay, so now I have these lines going up and down, so vertically on my page. I'm gonna do this same exact process I just did, but this time I'm gonna be going this way. So I'm lining my ruler up. I always wanna make sure that my 1 is at the top, and I'm just gonna make my little grid marks. So every time I see an inch, I'm just gonna mark with my pencil or my marker. Now the weird thing about this side, since this paper is 8.5 inches long, you're going to have only a 1/2 inch right here. So don't let that freak you out. You're doing everything right. You'll just have a little 1/2 inch left over. So I'm gonna do the same thing down here. I'm making sure that my 1 is at the top. If I were to switch it around like this and have the 1 at the bottom, my 1/2 inch would be up here, which is gonna screw up my grid. So I have my 1 starting at the top, and I'm just gonna make my marks. So I'm just going through the alphabet. Okay, so I went A all the way to K, and then I'm gonna do numbers down the sides. So letters across the top, numbers down the side. A and 1 are going to share a box. So that is also box 1, and it's also box A, so 1A. Okay, so I've got my grid labeled and ready to go. And then you will also be gridding the paper that you're gonna be drawing on. So I went ahead and gridded mine. And this time, when you're gridding on your actual drawing paper, you wanna make sure you're using pencil and that you're pressing really lightly, okay? You should have the same amount of boxes on your drawing paper as you do your reference photo. The only difference between my reference and my drawing paper is there's 1 extra box because the paper is an inch longer, but that's okay.